Oh, record. हाँ. Chalo then, let's start. Let me share the screen. Shall if you have something, let's say a plank connected to somewhere, if you apply a force, the name of the chapter is moment of force. This is for M1, but this also can be the principle we are going to learn here can be included in our physics unit 1 as well. So you can see there are some physics unit 1 students as well. Is Tanisha absent? Tanisha is here as well. See, physics students who don't do math with me, okay, they are also joining because moment of force here. Yes, I'm recording. Okay, bro, go then. If you want to leave, leave. This thing is not filling the graphic. Okay, moment of force. Okay, moment of force is a chapter where we see what happens when you apply force, like moment. Momental formula we already know. We already know moment formula. That is force into perpendicular distance from the pivot. But don't worry, they are not going to ask you complex question like they do in physics, where they do it in a different angle. You have to take sine theta, cos theta. In M1, they don't ask you, but M1 also has its own form of complexity. Don't worry, M1 sums are also very complex. Okay, if you know how to do these sums, physics sums get a lot easier. Okay, so yeah. So if you apply a force over here, F, this is the perpendicular distance. Can you see this is the perpendicular distance over here? Force into distance is the formula for moment of force. First thing you guys are supposed to know, if your body is in equilibrium, if the body is in equilibrium, Naim give me a call. Hello, bro. Bolo. Bolo. No problem. আমি ক্লাস রেকর্ড করতেছি, আমি শুরু করছি এখন 5 মিনিট এসে শুরু করছি। Bring him. Okay. গাড়ির এমন কি প্রবলেম হয়ে গেছে আমি কি জানি না, আপনি কি করে জানো? নতুন গাড়ি কিনে আসছে, নতুন গাড়ি কিনে তারপর আসছে, গাড়ির প্রবলেমটা বাদ দাও। নতুন বছর, নিউ ইয়ার, নিউ মি, নিউ কার। আচ্ছা, so equilibrium, if the body is in equilibrium, if he sees the recording he is going to hear what we said just now. We are backbiting about you. Okay, if you are seeing the equilibrium means, oh Sujata came, Ume Salma came, আমি দেখে নাই দেখে, Salma is over here, Sujata is here, Sujata is also here. Okay, so equilibrium is force into distance. When a body is in equilibrium, there are two things you are supposed to know. Total clockwise moment equals to total anti-clockwise moment. Okay, total clockwise moment equals to total anti-clockwise moment. Okay, and total upward force, the sum of upward force equals to sum of downward force. In physics you have 1 mark for this. What is the principle for equilibrium? You have to say if a body is in equilibrium in moment of force. If a body is in equilibrium, there are two conditions that needs to be satisfied. One condition, that the sum of clockwise moment equals to sum of anti-clockwise moment, and the sum of upward force equal to sum of downward force. These are the two things you guys are supposed to know. If you have two unknowns, you need to use two equations. If you have one unknown, one equation is enough. Okay, so let's start with the easy concept. They gave you this diagram. Let's see. पाकिस्तानी कहता है कि आपको बुझा दो भाई, छुड़ता आएगा प्रॉब्लम होगा। I'm pretty sure he doesn't have any visa or anything like that. Okay, chalo, let's continue now. Focus, okay, everyone. The first thing you guys should do is draw the diagram. Okay, আমি তো এখানে রেডিমেড আমার কাছে diagram আছে, so I'm just going to paste it over here. The first thing you should see is reaction. Okay, reaction applies an upward force on the plank. This AC is on. When is AC on? What do we need AC for? Okay, the reaction always applies an upward force. This is reaction RC, and the reaction is applying over here. This is reaction RA. Okay, RC and RA, money reaction force from pivot C, reaction force from pivot A. Now it's a 3 meter, it's a uniform rod. If it is a uniform rod, remember uniform rod, The center of gravity is at center. If the whole length of the rod is 3 meter, at 1.5 meter, you have your weight. What is the weight? 20 Newton. So how much is this? This is 1.5 meter. Always label your arrows and label your distances. Everyone understood how it is labeled? Then they said calculate the magnitude of the reaction force at each support. So how many unknowns do I have here? Here I have two unknowns. One is RC, one is RA. So let's make some equation. Focus. Okay, let's make some equation. RC plus RA, total upward force equals to total downward force. Understood this? Okay, so equation number one is ready. Now online, everyone understood?
Yes.
No.
ना क्या बोल सर? एहसान?
हमें yeah.
Sir, you know about movement, you know the two rules of movement in equilibrium.
How,
Is equal to total anti-clockwise, total upward force is equal to total downward force. You know that, na? From unit
yeah.
1.
How to get 1.5 meter?
How did I get 1.5 Newton? Sorry, 1.5 meter.
Meter, 1.5 meter.
Yeah, because the length of the whole rod is 3 meter. That's what they said over here. Okay. So, and they said it's a uniform rod. Therefore, your weight acts at the center. So, whole rod is 3 meter. What will your center be?
Okay, that's my bad.
Okay. Total upward force is equal to total downward force. My equation number one is over. Then we have to find total clockwise movement equals to total anti-clockwise. Now, the first thing you need to do is to find the pivot. The problem here, the pivot has already been given to you. Either you can take C as your pivot, or if you want, you can take your A as your pivot. If you want, you can take your B as your pivot. To be honest, you can take anything as your pivot. It's okay. Okay, but that is the reason in the examination, you have to mention what is your pivot. You have to write it. In this case, taking A as the pivot is very much easy for me. But if you guys want, you can take B as the pivot as well, or you can take C as the pivot. You can take even 20 Newton as the pivot. It doesn't matter. You can take pivot anywhere. But I always try to take support or beginning of the rod as the pivot. I always take the beginning of the rod or any support as a pivot. Butsa, right? Online people. So you have to say like this. By making the second equation, you have to say, taking moment at what? A. So now the examiner knows, okay, A is the pivot. So all the calculation this guy has done is from A. Okay, so let's say, now let me show you guys, let me make the last time যেভাবে বুঝেছিলাম এখন একবার বুঝাবো তোমাদেরকে very strong. Okay, for example, whichever place you took your pivot, that area the reaction becomes 0. So automatically RA becomes 0 because RA is on top of A, which is we are taking as pivot. So taking movement at A, let's see what else do I have. I have 20 Newton. Imagine this, sorry. Okay, imagine this. This force is acting downwards. I'm going clockwise, na? That means 20 Newton is clockwise. Why? Look at the beam. Where is the 20 Newton acting? Downwards. You have, instead of this, I always used to keep a pen here whenever I would teach in the board. I can to automatic way guess. So board So what I would do usually is let's say you're in exam hall, just take your pencil and put it over here and mimic the force acting. Which side is the force acting? Downwards. Which is my movement? This is my movement. So 20 Newton. Which side is it going? Clockwise. This is how the clock goes, right? So clockwise movement. Okay. So what is moment force? 20 into 1.5. Agree? Yeah, equals to anti-clockwise. Do I have any more clockwise here? Let's check. Do I have any more clockwise here or not? This is this RC going anti-clockwise. Online people, everybody is understanding? RC is going anti-clockwise. সবাই কি বুঝছে? Online? Guys, Galeb.
Yep.
Easy.
Yes, sir.
Good. Good. Hakim? Good.
Yes, yes.
Anti-clockwise হচ্ছে RC into 2 because C থেকে এটা 2 মিটার। তো ভাই আপনি কিভাবে জানেন? ওরাই দিয়ে দিছে আমাকে। কি বলো? যাও না খুলে দিয়ে আসো। হ্যাঁ। Okay. Now can you guys find RC? Acha, let me I think I can stop the recording since he came. Oh no, for Rafiq I need to do. For Rafiq I need to. Okay, so since he came, okay now. Okay, I will explain again it from first, don't worry. Okay, okay. So how will you find RC over here? RC is 20 into 1.5 divided by 2. কত হয়েছে আনসার ক্যালকুলেটর থেকে আমাকে বলো। You know, in CBSE exams, you can't use calculators. Huh? I don't know. 15 Newton. So this is 15 Newton.
भैया
Okay. हाँ बोलो।
भैया RC into 2 কেন করছেন?
RC into 2. Force হচ্ছে RC. What is the RC distance from your pivot? Your pivot is here, right?
হ্যাঁ
RC into pivot কত? 2 মিটার না? So RC into 2 করছি আমি। এই তুমি clockwise anti clockwise moment. Okay. ঠিক আছে। ও লেভেলে করছিলে। Okay then. Everyone understood?
Yep.
Okay. So, but you know your RC. So you know this equation now is left. Okay, the recording got cancelled. Okay, now. So you know this is your equation number 2. This is your equation number 2. So you have 15 Newton plus 15 Newton plus RA is equal to 20. So RA কত পাচ্ছে? 5 Newton only. You see, it got divided among itself. Okay, so there are two equations. Total clockwise equals to total anti-clockwise. Okay, now everybody will do this now. Everybody will do this sum now. And I will pause the recording. Now, okay, this is the new question.
one है G value की.
G value 9.81. G value, okay, no. In M1, okay, those who are doing M1 should know, and those who are new should know M1, your value of G is 9.8. If you take 9.81, your 1 mark khalas, gone. In physics, it's 9.81. Remember this? Okay. So first of all, so it's a uniform rod. It has a length of 5 meters. 1 meter gone here, and 1 meter is given over here. This whole thing is 3 meters. The mass of this thing is 40. Don't say 40 kg. It's 40 what? G. Now. But I'm 40 G লিখে দিছি আর কি। Now, when a man of mass 80 kg, okay, when a mass of 80 kg stands on the beam at E, so here he is standing 80 kg, na? How much it is going to be? 80 G. I'm writing 80 G here. Okay. Okay. The reaction at D is twice the reaction at C. So এটা যদি RC হয়, এটা 2 RC হবে. Because what did they say? The reaction at okay. The reaction at D, let me log this. Wait. You know, by chance in YouTube, I found a video regarding this app, this software app, and that guy was able to teach me all these tricks. I didn't know all these tricks before. I think few months I was just teaching. I didn't know how to do it. I was teaching what Paint, na? Microsoft Paint I was teaching. Okay. No, some other guy in YouTube, as if like YouTube knew what I wanted, and they just gave a suggestion. Oh yeah, I'm seeing. Okay, let me see. When I saw and I learned so many things to add page, to do this page, rub, so many stuff. That's okay. Again, 40G, again 80G. Everybody understood this 80G concept, and everybody understood that the reaction at D. Sorry, yes, the reaction at D, right? If I'm not wrong, yes, the reaction at D is twice reaction at C. So C koto RC, D koto hobe twice the RC. Okay, so everything is clear. Okay, what do they want from me? By modeling the beam as a rod, and the man as a particle, okay, find the distance AE. They want us to find this X. I told you, let this be X, huh? X meter. I told you I always take beginning of the rod, me personally, beginning of the rod to be the pivot. If you want, you can take C as the pivot. If you want, you can take D also as the pivot. Completely up to you. Actually, to be honest, if I take the rod at C, if I take the moment at C, the sum is a lot easier. But I want to go with my flow. My flow is, I always take the moment of force or the pivot at where? Beginning of the rod. But if you guys are smart enough, people who are smart enough, they can know that, okay, if I take it at C, I will get the answer within one equation. Okay. I'm no one equation power যাবে. Let's see. Let's see. E দেয় নাই তো, এটা E না, এখানে কি লেখা আছে? This is E না হইয়া। যে give us E হইয়া। দেখা যাচ্ছে না? Assume করতে পারবো না স্যার। Okay, now let's find first of all, let's find what RC is. First, let's find what RC is. Can I check RC plus 2RC equals to 80G plus 40G? Can I do this? Can I write 3RC is equal to 120G and RC is equal to 40G? Can I do this over here or not? Bolo. Everyone? No. Since you guys know RC, yeah, tell me. So anybody has to say anything to me? Anybody? Okay. So now what happens? You guys will, I will pause the recording. You guys will do the clock.
Understood.
Okay. So this is the equation. I'm recording the class. This is the equation. This is the equation over here right now. Because first of all, this arrow, this is anti-clockwise. RC into 1. We are taking moment at A. We will take moment at A. So A is my pivot. So everything has to be measured from A itself. So RC into 1. Done. After that, do I have any more anti-clockwise? Yes, I do. This one is anti-clockwise. How do I know? If you keep your pen over here, the force is, sorry. If you keep the pen over here, the force is upward anti-clockwise. Wait, Hasin. Okay, so therefore RC into 4, from here to here is 4. This length is 4 meters. We know that 3 meter given to us and 1 meter they have given to us. 4 meters. Okay, Hasin, tell me.
ভাইয়া ডি রাইট সাইডে ওয়ানটা কি হবে?
ওটা কোনো কিছু দরকার নাই. Is there any force right of D? Do you have any more force right of D? If you don't have any force, then that means your momentum right of D is also 0. Okay, then these two are clockwise. Sorry, these two are clockwise. So 40G is in between of the rod. Rod is 5 meter. So between is going to be 2.5. This is 2.5. Okay, so 40G into 2.5 clockwise, and 80G into X. We don't know how much it is. 80G into X. Now you guys find the X for me after doing this in your calculator. If you cannot do it, I'll come and explain. Because okay, let's go to the next one now. Okay, this one is done. How much you guys got? The answer is 3.25. So online, whoever watching me right now in recording, okay, your answer should be 3.25. And if you use this formula, you will get your answer. Okay, now let's go to the next question. Okay, now this question is about tilting. Okay, guys, you have to be very careful in this question, which I'm doing right now. Let me, yeah, everything is fine. Yeah, good question. We will come to that situation. Don't worry. There is a situation when the beam is not uniform. Your wish will come true. Don't worry. Okay, so let's start with this tilting wala. Hasin, I'm teaching here. Whatever you want to say it now. Okay, let's continue here. Now? Okay, this diagram has been given to me, by the way. Examination, they might not give you diagram. Maybe in this case, the diagram was not given to us. Okay, last two diagrams, the diagram was given to us. Last two questions. Now we have to make our own own diagrams. Okay. So this is my rod. The rod is the length of AB. The rod is a length of AB of length 4 meter. So this is 4 meter. Okay. And the mass of 12 kg resting in an horizontal position on the support at C and D. So we don't know which is C and which is D. Okay. Let's take this as C and let's take this as D, because they did not say it is resting on AB. Otherwise, we would have given it here and here. So this is my C and this is my D. So they said AC and DB is 0.5 meter. AC and DB is 0.5 meter. Are you guys understanding or am I going too fast? You guys are understanding or am I going too fast? Understood? You understood the diagram? How I did it? 0.5. Yeah. And it has a mass of 0.5 meter. So at 2 meter, sorry, 12 kg, 12 kg, 12 G. So this is 2. How much is this going to be? 1.5 now? Mass is always at the center. Resting in horizontal position on supports. Okay. So it's a beam. It's a beam which is resting in horizontal position at supports. Understood? That's what they're trying to say. Silent karo mobile. Okay, now when a particle, now just have a look at this. Huh? I will change my color now. Rang badal dunga. Okay. When a particle of mass m kg is placed on the rod at D, at point D, rod at the point D, the rod is, okay. Actually, this is wrong. This has to be B. This has to be B, okay? It's wrong. They wrote it wrong over here. And that's why I think I shaded it. It should be B. So when there was a mass B over here, mass B maniki, mg, it started tilting. Now, how many of you know what is the meaning of tilt? Like when you have, let's say you have a finger, let's say this is your finger, you took a ruler, and it is tilting this way, na? It's falling, it's trying to fall in that way. So it's like when you walk, and when you reach here somewhere, this rod will tilt, na? So they said it is at the point of turning. There is a word tilting also they are going to use, or they are going to use the word turning. It is at the point of turning at D. It is at the point of turning at D. Remember, if they say it is at the point of turning at D, the reaction at C is going to be 0. Why? Let me show you that. So let's say I have two fingers over here. Finger 1, finger 2. Okay. So now this is the ruler. This is finger 1 and this is finger 2. Let's say it is at আমি এখানে একটা high force apply করছি. So it is at the point of tilting at 1. If it is at the point of tilting at 1, এদিকে যদি tilt করে, এখানে reaction force কত থাকবে? এখানে কোনো contact থাকবে? Is there going to be any contact over here? No. So reaction force at finger 2 is going to be 0. So remember, if you are at the point of tilting at D, another reaction force is 0. But at D, the reaction force is going to be there. There is because it is going to touch here. Imagine a ruler is getting tilting now. It is going to touch here and it is going to fall this side and it will go up from here. No? That means your rod will have no contact with the C. And if your rod is having no contact with the C, what is reaction force at C? 0. So remember this. If you're at the point of tilting at D or point of turning at D, the reaction force at C is 0. So therefore, this particular thing doesn't even exist now. This one doesn't even exist now. Okay. So the whole thing is getting now 0.5 meter and so and so. This one doesn't even exist. What is there only? There is only one pivot now. That is C. That is C. Sorry, D. Yes. Find the value of M. Very easy. There is only two force. Total clockwise, which is mg into 0.5. Total clockwise movement is equal to total. Acha. এটা 2 মিটার, এটা কত হবে? এটা 1.5 না? m এখানে? হ্যাঁ ইয়া। কেন? হ্যাঁ, তুমি কি বলছিলে কিছুক্ষণ আগে? What did you say? Mood changes. Temperature changes. Temperature changes. Mood 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 changes. Temperature changes. Temperature changes. Automatic body. তুমি কি robot? তুমি কি robot? মানুষ বলে আমি পড়ি, পাপা কি পড়ি? আমি রোবট কোনদিন শুনি না। पापा की robot है। पापा मैं आपके लिए क्या कर सकती हूँ? पापा मेरे पापा पापा मेरे पापा। Okay, let's continue.
Bhaiya, if it's at the point of turning, wouldn't that be greater than 5?
No,
MG
no,
would
no.
be greater, right?
No, that question I'll come to later. The question which you're talking about, I'll come to that question later. Okay. এখন তোমাকে জানতে হবে যে it is at the point of tilting at D, so therefore reaction force at C is 0. So আমরা এটাকে pivot হিসেবে নিয়ে ফেলতে পারবো। I don't need to take beginning, ending, anything like that. I can take that point as a pivot. It will make my equation a lot easier. Total clockwise এ কি আছে? mg into কত? 0.5 is equal to total anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise, what is there? 12g into 1.5. It is very important you guys label the distances. Very, very important that you label the distances. Tell me.
Pivot is D, right?
Pivot is D right now. mg.
No, that's
This is 12g.
not
1.5 meters. See, here it is 2 meter. It's a 4 meter. এখান থেকে এখানে 2 meter. Okay. এখান থেকে এখানে 0.5 meter. বাকি কত? Common sense? What's up? Okay. So you guys understood this
36.
equation, everyone? Online people, everyone understood this equation? Point of
Yeah,
turn.
understood.
Guys,
Yes, understood.
okay. এখন G value will get cancelled. M is equal to 12 into 1.5 divided by 0.5. That's your answer. M equals to 12 into 1.5 divided by 0.5. Find an answer. Let me know from this thing. Answer is how much?
36.
36.
36.
36 kg. I hope every one of you got the answer. Understood?
Yes, got.
Class at 10, 10, 10. 10 class, 10 class, 10 class. হাসিন তুমি কোন সামের কথা বলতেছো? I got 2.67. কোনটার কথা বলতেছো? হাসিন let me start the next recording, no? Okay, so what's happening here? This is a new sum, but this time, what the hell, how did the whole page get copied? Acha, okay, copy to clipboard, thank god. What's happening? Why is it malfunctioning so much today? Rockbot mone hack kore felse tomar robot. Acha chalo. Now whatever Maria said, she was asking why there is not what if they give you a sum which is not uniform. So we are going to do that. You good question. Okay, so let's see now. So let's draw the plank now. Okay, you know what, let me draw this here itself. It's already done for us. We can just label them. Yes, seesaw, sort of. So now what they said, Sam and Thompson are sitting on non-uniform plank AB of mass 25 kg and length 4 meter. Okay, length 4 meter, mass 25 kg. Okay, it's a non-uniform rod. And now let me tell you something on non-uniform rod. In non-uniform rod, you have no idea where your center of gravity is. In non-uniform rod, you have no idea where your center of gravity is. It can be here, 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 anywhere, but we have no idea where is it. Okay, then the plank is pivoted at M, okay, midpoint of AB. So we know for a fact this is 2 meter. This whole thing is 2 meter because the whole thing is what? 4 meters, so this is 2 meter and this is 2 meter. Agree? Okay. Always label the arrows and the distances first. That's the first thing you guys need to know. Then they said the plank is okay. The center of the mass AB is at C. Okay, they actually gave us where C is. C is 1.8 meter from A. So it's 1.8 meters from. So this is where your center of gravity is. It's not at the midpoint. And what is the weight of it? It's 25 kg. So what will I give here? 25 G. Good. Okay, you guys are getting hang of it. Now, okay, now Sam has a mass of 35 kg. I'll tell you. Sam, yeah. Thompson has a mass of 25 kg and sits at A. So this guy is over here. He's 25 G. And this is Sam. Sam is 35 G. Yes or no? Yes. Sam is how much? 35 G. Asin, তোমাকে বলছি না আমি পড়াচ্ছি এখানে এখন মেসেজ দিও না প্লিজ Okay. C25G they wrote it. The center is the mass of the rod is 25. So mass will act where the center is. Where is center? Center is 1.8 meter from A. Everything is given to us. Where must Sam sit to be horizontal? So they are asking us where should he sit? Okay. So you can say yeah plank kidhar এখানে দেখো So how much is this? This is X meter. We don't know how much is that. Okay. So I labeled everything for you all. Okay. I'll pause the recording now. You guys figure it out for me. Everything is given to you. We have to find that X. Okay. So again, what are the equations we have? Total upward is equal to total downward. Okay. Because there is going to be a reaction force over here. What is this? RM. Up to you if you want to take pivot at M. If you want to take pivot at A. If you want to take pivot at B. That is completely up to you guys. Okay. Yalla. Find it now.